Narcissism is a personality disorder defined by an inflated feeling of self-worth, an insatiable desire for praise, and an inability to empathize with those who are different from oneself. Altruistic narcissists, on the other hand, are someone who may appear unselfish and kind, but they frequently have a hidden goal or ulterior motive. To avoid being taken advantage of by an altruistic narcissist, it is crucial to detect the warning signs of exploitation and to establish healthy boundaries. Welcome to Better Human Academy. In today's video, we will talk about 6 ways you will be exploited by an altruistic narcissist. Make sure to watch all the way through, because it will help you to be more aware of the people around you. Number 1. Manipulation. Manipulation is a strategy that altruistic narcissists frequently employ in order to achieve their goals and get what they desire. They may try to get what they want from other people by appealing to their emotions or making them feel guilty about not helping them. For instance, they would make a request and then appeal to the person's sense of compassion or generosity, which would make it difficult for the victim to say no to the request. They may also utilize charisma and charm to win over their target's affection and trust to take advantage of them. Narcissists who are motivated by altruism may try to throw you off balance by sowing confusion or uncertainty to make it more difficult for you to refuse their requests. They might ask you questions in a hazy manner or shift the subject in order to prevent you from fully comprehending what it is they want from you. Number 2. Lack of ownership. Altruistic narcissists frequently avoid taking ownership of their own faults and acts, instead laying blame at the feet of others. Because of this, it may be difficult for their victims to hold them accountable for their behavior, which may allow for a cycle of exploitation to continue. In place of accepting responsibility for their acts, altruistic narcissists can, for instance, try to justify their conduct by pointing the finger of blame at others or making excuses for their behavior. Even if they know they're wrong, altruistic narcissists may try to shift responsibility for their actions onto others. They might try to downplay the consequences of their actions, or make it appear as though the issue is not as significant as it really is. Make sure to watch until the end, as we will be sharing one of the most important means of exploitation used by an altruistic narcissist. Number 3. Gaslighting. Gaslighting refers to a form of psychological manipulation in which an abuser leads a victim to question his or her own recollections or perceptions. Gaslighting may be used by altruistic narcissists to maintain control over their victims and persuade them into doing things they would not do otherwise. For instance, an altruistic narcissist can deny saying or doing something that the victim remembers very clearly, and they might attempt to convince the victim that their memories are erroneous. When confronted with an issue that either makes them feel uncomfortable or that they would rather not discuss, altruistic narcissists may attempt to change the subject or redirect attention away from the matter at hand. In some cases, this might make it hard for the victim to hold the narcissist accountable for their actions. To make it seem like the victim is overreacting or being unreasonable, altruistic narcissists may downplay or ignore the victim's worries or emotions. The victim may get the impression that their worries are invalid or that their problems are not being taken seriously as a result of this. Number 4. Exploitation of trust. Altruistic narcissists may exploit others for their own benefit by abusing their position of trust or power. They may, for instance, exploit their authority to get access to financial or other resources for their personal benefit. Or they may use their influence to persuade other people to engage in behavior that goes against what they would ordinarily do. An altruistic narcissist may take advantage of their victim's trust by taking advantage of their want to help, or by making requests or demands that the victim feels forced to meet. It's possible for a selfless narcissist to put their own needs ahead of others they're responsible for and utilize their influence to their own advantage. They might give more weight to their own requirements or wants than the requirements of others. Number 5. Emotional abuse. To dominate and exploit their victims, altruistic narcissists may resort to emotionally abusive tactics like criticism, belittling, and manipulation. These behaviors can be detrimental to the victim's self-esteem and can make it difficult for the victim to voice their own demands or boundaries in the relationship. For instance, an altruistic narcissist may attack the victim's beauty, IQ, or abilities in an effort to control the victim's behavior or make them feel as though they are lower in status than they actually are. A selfless narcissist may try to make their victim feel stupid or unimportant by dismissing or demeaning their ideas, emotions, or perspectives. Their goal could be to make the victim feel like he or she is unimportant. Make sure to check out the rest of the videos on our channel, like and comment on this video, and remember to subscribe to never miss a video. Number 6. Abuse of financial resources. Altruistic narcissists may utilize their charisma and talent at persuasion to abuse those around them financially. Additionally, they may abuse their power to acquire wealth for themselves. The victims of financial exploitation can be left in a precarious financial position, which can have severe repercussions for their overall health and well-being. An altruistic narcissist, for instance, might manipulate their victim into giving them money or lending them financial support. Or they might abuse their position of authority to get their hands on funds that aren't rightfully theirs. The victim's goodwill may be used by a selfless narcissist who repeatedly and unreasonably asks for money. They could make it hard for the victim to refuse, and they might make them feel bad if they don't agree with their demands. The best thing you can do if you feel you are being exploited is to talk to someone about it, and maybe even get some professional help.